9 years old in the tent, while the prophet took the prize with the cow-eyed, the budding youth glimmering in his eyes. He said the black
dog is a devil, an angel, frightened beast, while he feasted on the cable lamb at the poison feast. But I have had the season and the venom in the bone to prove a child thief never sits on a holy throne. Congressman Fine is standing on the line, the Protecting Puppies Act, the 47 sign. You can take your own clean labels and your talkie lies and shove them back to Tehran where the moolah dies. I'll choose the puppy every fucking time over the prophet and his ritual crime. The 47 thunder, the Protecting Puppies Act. Loyalty is a dog and that's a fucking fact. You bombed your own school, then you cried to the Jew, but the only thing unclean in this city is you. The martyr, the missile went wrong. It hit the little children while we sang our holy song. Quick, call the BBC, tell them Zionists are here. Maybe we can get another deal if we shed a fake tear. No more pallets of cash, no more sympathy deals. The 47's justice is the only thing that's real. Century crime, the eagles in the sky and the dogs in the yard, while the mullah's in the dirt and the bunker is charred. February 28th, the fire was sweet. The victory of the 47th is finally complete. The dog is the truth, prophet is the lie. The 47 owns the sky. Momo, police be upon him, is on the run again, swapping out the almighty for a stone cold spin. He's dusting off you, bull, the idol in the hall. A false prophet's logic, one God fits all. But the math doesn't track and the history is thin when your Allah is just you, bull, with a brand new skin. 6 centuries late, he copied the Hebrew line, facing Jerusalem, claiming the same design. But the Jews saw the crackpot, laughed at the mimicry, mocking the prophet and his borrowed ministry. In a fit of rage, he turned his back on the rock, retaliation for the tribes who dared to mock. He pivoted the prayer to Mecca Stone Square, back to Hubal's house as if God were there. A fool in disguise, leading astray his lies and deceit. He will never stay. A fool in disguise, leading astray his lies and deceit will never stay. The false prophet of all time, my lord of the flies, feeding on the refuse and the grime. His words are poison, his teachings a crime, but we won't be swayed by his deceptive rhyme, for the truth of Jesus will forever shine. He preaches of darkness in a pagan parade, dressing up the idols in a new masquerade. He kept the black stone in the 7th circuit spin, old desert magic rebranded as sin. From the daughters of Allah to the crescent moon's glow, it's just ancient heathens running the show. His followers dwindling as his facade cracks exposed as a fraud. There's no turning back. Look up at the minaret, what do you see? The crescent of the moon got the vacant pedigree. Tried to cut a deal with the three sublime cranes, worshiping the daughters to ease his own pains, but he called it a slip when the pressure got high. Just another layer of the prophet's big lie. From the moon on the roof to the stone on the floor, it's the same old Hubal knocking at the door. Oh no, it's more. False prophet of all time, Lord of the flies, feeding on the refuse and the grime. His words are poison, his teachings a crime, but we won't be swayed by his deceptive rhyme. For the truth of Jesus will forever shine. For the truth of Jesus will forever shine. For the truth of Jesus will forever shine. Prophet of our time, Lord of the flies, feeding on the refuse and the grime. His words are poison, his teachings a crime, but we won't be swayed by his deceptive rhyme. For the truth of Jesus will forever shine.
Hey yo, let's do the math, like the ledger of the sand. 500 million warriors standing in the land. 500 million voices screaming at a single wall, but the wall is still standing and the warriors look small. You got the numbers of the ocean, the weight of the tide, but you're led by the sterile and you're paralyzed by pride. One little nation, 9 million in the sun, and you're 500 million, and you haven't. In the shadow of the heat, looking for the strength that you couldn't keep sweet. You sought out the owls of the laborers of old for the virility and fertility that the travelers told. The custom of the weak, seeking power from the strong, trying to fix a bloodline that was broken all along. But the architect of the void just pulled the final plug, leaving the moolahs drowning in a hole there.
You claim the victory, you claim the divine decree, but you're drowning in the logic of a world you cannot see. The iron siren is coming through the wire. The great apostasy is the only thing on fire. The towers are falling, the signal is dead. 500 million lives are hanging by a thread. The pale horse president just rewrote the code, while the axis of failure explodes on the road. From the sterile desert sand to the silicon sky, the prophet of the numbers is watching them die. And it feels so good. Look at us, we're 500 million strong, but we've been singing this satanic for way too long. Our kids are in the rubble, our mullahs are in the hole, because a low trust culture has no kinetic soul. 50 to 1 and you're still asking why. The towers are falling, the signal is dead. The architect of the void is inside your head. The Quirion is broken, the ear is finally deaf. The ledger of the he gods is marked with billion warriors, the Iron Sovereign owns the night. Feels good. The angel has a very physical message for the prophet tonight.
Out of all the spirits chilling in the seventh sky, why's this angel looking like a handsome masked guy? Dia walks in looking like a straight up 10, and the prophet disappears from the sight of men. Lock the door, little girl, stay out of the way. The messenger's got a massive price to pay. The bed frames creak and the angel is pounding, while the word of Islam is muffled and sounding. A sacred visit, a heavenly light, or just Dia in the middle of the night. Pay the deal, scrub the stain. The angel brings a pleasure, Aisha gets a pain. Scrubbing at the fabric till the knuckles are raw, washing out the evidence of the prophet's flaw. Of the prophet's flaw. She's only 9 with the basin and a rag, cleaning up the blessings of a holy brag. With her fingernails, she's digging at the crust, the dried up evidence of a prophet's lust. It was Gabriel, he swears, looking proud and tall, but it was Dia's seed on the ropes of it all.
You ain't fooling nobody.
Fast forward the clock, looky right here. The circus is back and it's fueling the fear. We got queers for Palestine, holding a sign. Is this bitch for real? Have you lost your mind? Cheering for the laws of the caliphate, while the prophet and his boys decide your fate. You're shouting for the cause, you're holding the flag, but they got a tall building and gravity's a drag. Split.
Yo, Shaggy, these motherfuckers are clueless for real. I don't think they read the Quran, N-I-G-G-A. They think it's a parade. It's a funeral today.
So keep scrubbing the stains, keep living the lie, while you cheer for the guys who want you to die.
The joke is on you! The joke is on you!
Next time, use bleach.
They say the Quran straight from above. Every word from the mouth of God's love. But then it tells me the gospel is light, and to judge by what's in it. That's right.
So I opened it up and read what it said. Jesus died and he rose from the dead, but your book says no, he never died.
So which one's true? Somebody lied.
Says to follow the word given to Christians straight from the Lord. So right 10 says if you're unsure, ask the people who knew it before. But our gospel says Jesus is Lord, crucified, risen, that's what's stored. Who told you to judge by it? If it's broken, why call it light then? Claim it was stolen. You can't play both sides. With one story you claim crashes down in all its glory. And our scriptures older than yours, written down long before Muhammad's told. So tell me, friend, what do you choose? If you pick both, then both you lose. If the gospel is true, the Quran is wrong. If it's false, then why does it play along? And if God's word can never be changed, who corrupted it and who erased?
sword, preach about peace. Can't affirm the word, then call it deceased. House won't stand if the walls are flawed. Truth is one This is the paradox.
But I must go all out just this once. I don't like you, Muhammad.
Dawa boys, you left me no choice. Bible's been corrupted, that's your go-to line. But you claim the same book, prophesize your sign. Twisting every scripture, faking all the quotes, hiding all the facts, trying to keep your boat afloat. Without lies, Islam dies. Can't hide truth, can't spin those lies. Without lies, Islam dies. Dawa cries when the facts arise. Perfect preservation, yeah, that myth got wrecked. Wally Quran don't even match the text. Used to flex science, now you're backing away. Cause camel embryo facts don't hit the same today. Got the Islamic dilemma, you can't solve that. Every answer you give makes the problem snap back. Say the Bible's corrupt, but your own book cries. Allah's words, they can't be revised. If Allah's words can't change, then your claims are fraud. You just argued yourself against the word of your God.
And your secret book, that's your mystery prize. The Quran says Christians should judge by your lies. Then you group muta like it's just a game. Win the life and trust a man's name. All that power talk, but when truth appears, you vanish from the chat like it hurt your ears.
We follow Jesus better sure in your dream, while cutting out his claims like you're cropping a meme. Pop crown off his head, toss his cross in the bin. Stand smile for the camera like you're still his kin.
Jesus was a Muslim, cute little twist. Redefine the word so the facts don't exist. If labels could change what the records prove, then Pharaoh was a Yahweh fan and Judah stayed true.
Muhammad in the Song of Solomon. Boy, you made your prophet a fruit. Snuggled up with Solomon and became the man of lies. Without lies, Islam dies. Can't hide truth, can't spin those lies. Without lies, Islam dies. World cries when the facts arise. You preach perfect text, but the proof ain't there. Even your readers don't care. Call the Bible corrupt, but still quote it loud. Tryna find Muhammad just to please your crowd. You catch graphic text, yeah, that's your flair. Wrote your prophet into Solomon's bed. Then the men of Al-Zud came riding through all night long, and you say that's true.
Jesus was a Muslim. The wordplay is dead. By the logic, Pharaoh bowed his head. You twist, you spin, but you can't disguise. The Dawa claim is built on lies.